Hi, and hello. Whew. I am a bit nervous this morning. This will be my first appointment with a very new physical therapist. I've never met her before. I've never even been here before, so I'm just kind of sitting here, taking it all in for a moment. Whew, yeah, I definitely feel like anxiety in my belly and my chest is pretty tight. This is very new. This is very unfamiliar. It's not the physical therapy that's new. I used to do physical therapy on and off when I was really competitive with sports growing up. But what's new is that this is the first time kind of going through this process as an adult. And I'm doing this because I have been having chronic joint pain issues for the last couple years. And so this is the first time tackling that. And that joint pain is a result of hypermobility issues, which is something I'm still learning about. But also, like, I think the biggest thing that's making me nervous is that this is the first appointment, right? So there's just so many things I don't know. I don't know where I am. I'm in a couple cities over. It took me about half an hour to get here. And although I'm familiar with this city, I'm not familiar enough to feel like fully confident or comfortable here. This is a new building. I've never met these people before. Don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm really excited to see if we can really like tackle my joint pain and like make a positive difference for me. To talk about some of the like things that I prepared coming into this appointment, some of the accommodations I have. The first one being all of my snacks. I have a little protein shake and a granola bar. I also have like my loops and my headphones. I have lots of layers on today because I don't know what the temperature like is going to be in the building. I've learned it for every medical appointment so that I don't get dismissed, because I should back up. Like, no matter how hard I script for medical appointments, I still end up fumbling over my words. So I've gotten into the habit of really writing down everything in a way that's coherent and makes sense, and then just handing that to the doctor so that they can read it over and then we can discuss it afterwards. And so for this appointment, I've made this sort of like body indicator chart where I wrote down all of my pain points, and I use like different symbols. So I use like a backslash, like a little slashy line to indicate any dull achy pain, little X's to indicate any sharp localized pain, little squiggly lines for anything that's related to like pinched nerves or just radiating pain. And then I wrote down what that pain feels like and then things that might help or hinder that pain. With like my bottom up thinking, I like to have all the details. I like to have everything written out and like everything listed in a neat little tidy row, because then when you pull it all together, it creates a bigger picture. I've been told by other people that like coming into physical therapy appointments, it's ideal to only have one or two things to focus on. But for me, that just doesn't work. Like, I need the full picture and I want them to understand the full picture because everything's interconnected. Like, my sciatic pain is connected to my hip pain, which is connected to my lower back pain, which influences my knee pain. And so I want them to really see that big picture. And that's like the best way that I feel like I can be understood. But then I also wrote down like a list of priorities. So like, this is the type of pain I want to focus on first, and then this is the next one. And so like a checklist of like, okay, let's get through each of these little target points one at a time. And so I brought this with me to just hand to the doctor. Yeah, and this doctor, I found her on that Ehlers-Danlos website, which I don't have Ehlers-Danlos, but I do have hypermobility issues. So I wanted to find a doctor that really specializes in that. She also has put on her website that she has experience and often works with autistic, ADHD, neurodivergent folk, and so that was a really big draw as to why I picked her. She also has mostly women working for her, like most of the team is women, and for me specifically, I feel really uncomfortable with men, cis-het men, to clarify, and since there didn't seem to be any genderqueer folk on her team, I just requested to only work with women. So when I go in, I will have to remind them that I requested that, and then hopefully everybody I work with during the actual physical therapy aspect of the appointment will only be women, which would make me feel a lot more comfortable, just a lot safer, especially with like physical aspects, like when it comes to like people touching me and stuff. Like I'd prefer it to be women. And then I came about 30 minutes early. That way I didn't get stuck in waiting mode at home. Like I planned this appointment to be early in the morning so that I can just kind of get it over with, and I wouldn't be stuck in that waiting mode. So I came here and now I'm waiting for like 30 minutes, which is way better than waiting for like several hours twiddling my thumbs at home. Okay, talking this through is definitely helping me ease my anxiety. Like I'm fully prepared for this appointment. I have everything I need. I have snacks for afterwards. I have plenty of water. So I think I'm just gonna change my socks. Right now I'm wearing wool socks, so I'll change into different socks and put my tennis shoes on and then go in and do any paperwork they have. And then when I come back, I will tell you how it goes. Okay. Wow. Wow, okay. I'm probably gonna take a while to process, but mostly what I'm feeling now is just like profound gratitude and just relief, because not only did I like go in there and have all my accommodations respected, but she also was so neuroaffirming and really truly understood being autistic, having ADHD affects everything, and how everything is just related. All of my like joint pain, my digestion, and my headaches, every single physical aspect that I ever experienced, every single piece of pain and discomfort that I've been experiencing for years, it's all related. And like I already knew that, but to have somebody who like knew that even better than I do be so validating about it, it's just like I just feel really fortunate that I found her, and just really, really grateful. I had such a positive experience. She was so good at explaining everything. It was a lot of information, like so much information, and it's gonna take me a while to process it all, but I just feel so relieved. This is really what I wanted. I wanted somebody who was gonna listen to me, help me, and like, she was like, yeah, going forth, you absolutely need to start telling people, all your medical team, that you are hypermobile, that you have connective tissue disorder, which I was like, okay, I didn't know if I actually qualified that, but I do apparently, and so like, that's just another thing to add to the list, and like, she said that it really co-occurs with my thyroid disease, and so like it's all interconnected, and I feel like she gave me like a boost of confidence, because I've been saying I'm hypermobile without really having like the proof to back it up, and she gave me all the evidence. She's like, oh, you are so hypermobile. I really feel hopeful going forth that like her and her team are gonna be exactly what I need. I'm probably gonna sit here for a few more minutes, and then I don't know if I'm quite ready to drive home yet, because I'm still like really shaky. So I think I'm gonna just maybe go get some boba, or find, oh, I guess I'll drink this. Really truly, like after spending so many years taking care of like my brain and like learning how to be autistic, now it's time to really like look at the physical side of how being autistic and having ADHD has snowballed into like, it's not just a brain thing, you know, it's a whole physical phenomena. And so I'm really excited for what's yet to come, and I'm really proud of myself for getting here and trying it, and I am really hopeful that it's going to continue to work out. Okay, let's go find something to treat myself. Maybe I'll drive over to the water and maybe go for a walk and get some fresh air and